to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. We ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me when up in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit. Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
You go tight. Clear Mike. You go tight. You can get up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 50-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Alert flare. Get 300. Get 300.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Geis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Know your job. Watch twit. Over.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The third-year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Back to you. Right there. Back to you. Jim.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now Haskins. High throw, but the catch is made. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Touchdown, Washington.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Redskins take over at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On first down, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Right now, you got 58.
Rodgers going to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
52, Mike 52. Hey, flag.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
So it's 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Go. Check 52 to Mike. Look again.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The Redskins take over. Let's go, let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming. Hey, check anyway.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54 Mike.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Local over here.
Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Crosby is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the second half with a run by Geis, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Love. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 20, and he's going to go down again. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
second and
I'm coming
9
after you.
at the 34-yard line.
Get on it. 52, right 52. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shift.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third down, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, Harris. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and get it with Geis, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
88. Inside. Undercrunch. White left. Undercrunch.
From the 24, Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it? No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That second down play nets a -4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that